How many attributes of God do you think you could name just off the top of your head? If you're like most Christians, you probably struggle to name 20. But you know, the greatest command God ever gave is to love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, and all your strength. And you cannot love God deeply unless you know Him thoroughly. Knowledge of God is so important. And so I want to let you know about a resource that we're making available that will showcase 76 different attributes of God, divided into 180 daily meditations. This is not a dry theological textbook. It's a rich, engaging daily devotional. Each day you'll get a new attribute of God and then some pastoral instruction on how you can have an enjoyable, soul-satisfying experience with that aspect of God's personality so that your love for Him and your delight in Him will increase through that day and you'll want more the next day. That's how you learn to love someone, isn't it? You have enjoyable experiences of that person's attributes, what they're like. And here's some good news. Normally, this book is $19.99 on Amazon. That's the regular price. But right now, we have a supplier who, today and tomorrow only, is making the book available for $3.99. That's 80% off. And this is a substantial book. It's not a little pamphlet. This is over a 400-page book. It's only a 2-day sale, but if you order today or tomorrow, you can order as many copies as you want for that price, $3.99. So if you know someone who would like to have a deeper knowledge of God or who might enjoy an in-depth daily devotional about God or that could guide them into a more passionate love for God, this would make a great Christmas gift for them. Or if you just want to get back for yourself, you just want to get back to enjoying your daily devotions, your time alone with God each day instead of it being a drudgery, something you look forward to, give this book a try. And when I say give it a try, I mean that. You can try it out. If you don't like it, if it doesn't help you, you can just send it back. I'll give you all your money back. I don't want your money if it doesn't help you. But that's how confident I am that it will. You can just click below on the link and it'll take you to a page where you can read what other people like you, are saying about this book and how it's changed their life. Changed my life in a dramatic way. And I trust it'll do the same for you. So if it doesn't, send it back. When's the last time you bought a book that had a 100% money back guarantee? Oh, and there's one other thing you need to know about this book. At the back of the book, there's a topical index. So you can go to that and look up whatever issue you're struggling with and find out what attributes of God speak to that issue. So for example, suppose you're struggling with depression. You can go to the index, look up depression, you can find which meditations show you the attributes of God that you need to immerse yourself in for a few days that will bring joy back into your depressed heart. Other headings in that index are anxiety, addiction, boredom, feeling distant from God, guilt, self-condemnation, temptation, worry. There's over 60 different topics in that index. So you're working with someone, maybe you're trying to help someone at church or one of your kids or a loved one, a family member, they're struggling with something. And you ever had those times where you want to help, but you just don't know what to say? You don't know where to go in the Bible? You can look at this index and find out which attributes of God, which aspects of the glory of God, the nature of God will help with that particular issue and give that to the person. For $3.99, it's worth it just for that resource alone. So go ahead and click on the link below. There's no risk. And you don't want to put this off because it's just today and tomorrow. If you have any questions, shoot us an email at ffys@foodforyoursoul.net. That's ffys@foodforyoursoul.net. If someone asks you, how can I pray for you with regard to your spiritual life, your walk with the Lord? What do you need? What do you think you would say? You know, I've asked over my 25 years of being a pastor, I've asked hundreds of people that question. You want to know the answer I get by far most often? Pray that I'll spend more time alone with God in my daily devotion, my prayer time or my time in the Word. That's everybody's. Most Christians just have this nagging sense that we don't spend nearly enough time alone with God. Why is that? Why is it so hard? We get ourselves to do all kinds of other things every day. We discipline ourselves to do some very difficult things we don't even enjoy. We can do that. Why can't we seem to carve out time every day to spend time with the living God, the very thing that we believe is the most important thing? Why is it so hard? Here's why. It's because it's not enjoyable enough. It's not satisfying enough. There's not enough reward. Based on the last time we did it. We didn't get much out of it, so we don't want to do it again. I have to confess, that was my story. For many, many years in my life, I was disciplined. You know, I'd get up, I'd be on my knees in the morning, I'd read my chapters, but I'm embarrassed to admit, it was the least enjoyable part of my day. And finally I realized something is drastically wrong, because that's not how it is for the psalmists. You know, I look at the people in the Bible, they can't wait to go into the presence of God. They're just longing. Their body is aching to go and seek after God and be alone with Him. And when they do it, they're just so full of joy afterwards, and rejuvenation and strength and renewal and all the rest. And I thought, man, is that me? Maybe a little bit, but not really. Not very much. For me, it was a drudgery. And so finally I decided, okay, something's wrong. I got to figure this out. And so I devoted 2 years of my life just to studying the Psalms and other passages that teach about how to encounter the presence of God in ways that really satisfy the soul and bring renewal and joy and all the rest. And what I found absolutely changed my life. Just changed my life unlike anything that I've ever experienced. And I want to make that available to you. I'm working on a class. It's going to be an online class that'll help you with that. But that's not ready yet. In the meantime, though, there's this resource. And this is a step-by-step guide, very clear, that will help you learn how to interact with God on a daily basis in a way that makes you want to come back and that satisfies your soul. Now, if you want to find out when the class comes, if you want me to alert you when that's ready, again, just shoot me an email, ffys@foodforyoursoul.net, and I'll let you know when that's ready. But for now, why not give this book a try? You know, I realize there's a million Christian books out there, lots of daily devotionals, but when's the last time you got a book that taught you things about the nature of God that you didn't already learn in Sunday school when you were a kid? Things that go deep. You know, in the book of Jeremiah, God said, "Let not the wise man boast of his wisdom, or the strong man of his strength, or the rich man of his riches, but let him who boasts boast in this, that he knows me." The knowledge of God is the most important thing. It's so absolutely critical. So just think what impact it would have on your life if you deepened your knowledge of God and your experience of His attributes. And I'd like to ask you to take just a minute to think of some people in your life that maybe could benefit from this, might be interested. You could just hit share on this video, or just buy them a copy and send it to them as a gift. And when you've had a chance to use the book, I'd love to hear your experiences. Again, I pray it'll have the same impact on you that it had on me.